Okay, so this is part 2. Remember, they're changing my voice. So what happened in this video? Okay, society's not very serious. Attractive females aren't serious. Now a lot of you think, well, who cares if they're serious or not? If you think attractive women don't have a strong effect on men, man, you've lost your mind. Why do they market them, when they're selling cars and car magazines? Why do they, put them on the news and so on and so forth? Because it's a proven psychological effect. They haven't proven to a T what that effect is. But it's certainly, they're variations of strong effects for the most part. Okay? So when attractive women aren't serious enough to rally to you, people basically aren't serious because no one's corrected them. People aren't serious, right? There's a bunch of jocks, there's a bunch of cops. I'm just doing my job, fed up. They're too stressed out and crazy to be serious, or too busy being a pretty boy, golden boy. Hi, hello, ma'am, how you doing? Right? No one's fucking serious but me. Gang members these days look like fucking, some kind of a cult sissy or something, for the most part. Some of them don't, but lots of them do. There's a bunch of weirdos. It's like Red Rum said, they're wearing, fanny packs. You know what I'm saying? Pocketbooks and purses and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's trannies acting like they're the gangster of the year. I mean, people lost their fucking mind. They don't take things serious. And when you're the only one loyal to God on the planet, and everyone else is playing some fairy game from their religion or spiritual movement, they're not serious. They're just bowing down to the white Jew and LGBT community. Again, I don't give a fuck you look like a Jew. I don't give a fuck if you look like an elf. I don't give a fuck you look like Schmeagol. I don't give a fuck you're glowing. And you're glowing and you float around like Tinkerbell or some shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about character. So what happened? These people, the society's not serious. Okay, and it pisses you off when there's something serious, and no matter how you say it, okay, they're not going to receive the idea and act accordingly and act like a mature, responsible people. And there's also people taking shots at me, provoking me, making fun of me, fuming me, poisoning me, causing me hardships, cognitive damage, trying to chop it up to this, that, and the other thing. When we see the overwhelming amount of evidence is that it's being caused by a psychological operation and a massive groups of people, networks of people working together. Kind of like, a political party. What is a Democratic Party? Is it just gays? Is it just token minorities? Is it just some thugs? Is it just pro-immigrants? What is it? What is the Republican Party? Is it just rich people, just poor farmers, just inbred guys, just neo-Nazis? The way society operates, there's networks of groups that collaborate for a cause. That's why another term for gang stalking is cause stalking. Okay, so what has happened here is after being fumed consistently for years, and they're even now, after being covertly drugged consistently for years. Sometimes when they give me my food through the drive-through window or whatever, or from a place, it fumes up the car and I have to put it in the trunk. I kid you not. I don't know exactly how they achieve that. Maybe they fume the food inside the restaurant. I don't know what the workers there know. I don't know. If they don't know, they're just doing their job or something. They're complicit in certain ways. But if we're talking about a lawsuit, I don't think it's entirely fair to sue them if they don't know. On the other hand, maybe the corporations sit at the table and they deserve to be sued. I don't know. Okay? But I'm not concerned with money. But I'm just throwing that out there so people understand. Okay? There's a lot of misunderstanding here and what should be done. So it creates a kind of logical and healthy, mentally healthy kind of anxiety, but not to a point of flipping out, right? Just angry. Like, what did you do? Should parents be sent to the psych ward when they yell at their kids? Why did you fucking throw that at your brother? Why did you cut your brother with a knife? What the fuck were you thinking? Right? It's moral outrage. It's outrage. It's anger. It's logical anger. Justified anger. Righteous indignation. Don't you see I'm right? Don't you see how this is serious? When every attractive woman on the planet, with 8 billion people on the planet, shuns the most righteous guy ever, don't you think that's fucking serious? Don't you think trying to make God's image look like a bunch of spoiled rich Jews or whoever these elf-like people are, maybe they're English people, whoever the fuck they are. Nobody's the expert on human race to that degree, but some people certainly have a better idea than I do. They're from their family lines and they deal with these people more. I don't know who these people are. I didn't grow up with a bunch of elf-looking people like, hey guys, these people are foreign to me. Okay? Even the Jews in my family, my in-laws, they don't look like elves very much. I don't know who the fuck these people are. Some kind of gay Jew elf or something. I don't know. That also creates a kind of mind fuck. When your mind's getting fucked. A psychological operation rather. Mind fuck. Mental attack. sacrilegious, blasphemous dogs, but okay, it's America, you're kind of used to that. But when they direct their bitch at you in an organized psychological operation, how would you feel? Anybody who knows me knows that I'm a reasonable guy. I'm a nice guy. There's been times when I was down, when I was younger as a teenager, when I was pissed. Okay, I got my heart broken, life's a bitch. Okay, I got sent to reform school. I was pissed off. But I've always had a solid way of thinking, a good head on my shoulders, solid train of thought, sound reason, sound logic. Critical thinking of skills, respectable. Deductive reasoning, analytical mind, all this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, how do you propose I fire back at these people? I know you don't expect me to sit there like a slave tied to a fucking tree getting whipped psychologically and do nothing about it. Is that what you expect me to do? I do not interpret the Bible the way you do. I do not look at the Old Testament like some bitch in a thong in a church talking about, why didn't they just turn their other cheek? Why did David take Goliath? I don't understand, like a bitch. That's not me. Why does Jesus come back at the end of the Bible and wage war with righteousness and justice? He's supposed to turn the other cheek. That's never been me. I understand warfare. I understand spiritual warfare, moral warfare, what have you. So again, I ask you, I'll end by saying this. How do you propose I fire back at the racist groups of oppressors and their massive networks of scoundrels? Because I'm going to live and die for God, because that's what the right thing to do. Before the Bible was written, that was the right thing to do. Before the Torah was written, that was the right thing to do. Before Egypt came to be, that was the right thing to do. Before a spear was crafted, that was the right thing to do.